Finding normal probability. Probability is measured by the area under the curve. So let's say if you want to find the probability for this yellow color region, that means we are actually finding the probability for A less than or equals to X less than or equals to B. In other words, X is in between A and B. So it doesn't matter whether you put the equal sign or not, because the probability for A is equals to 0, the probability for B is also equals to 0. So this is different from the discrete distribution. For discrete distribution, the equal sign is very important. So let's say this is 2, X is in between 2 to 5. So when you put 2 less than or equals to X less than or equals to 5, the probability of X equals to 2 is included. The probability of X equals to 5 is also included. But for this case, it doesn't matter because the probability of 2 will be equals to 0. The probability of 5 itself will equals to 0. So this is the standard normal distribution table. So this is exactly the tables will be given to you in your final exam. So I have uploaded this normal distribution table to your e-learning portal. So for this chapter, you need to refer to this table. So please print it out or get a copy that you can refer to it. So next, we will see how to read the standard normal distribution table. The cumulative standard normal distribution table in your textbook given the probability less than a desired value. But in your scenario, you need to learn how to read this part for a positive value. Because in your final exam, you will be given this normal distribution table. For example, if you want to find Z probability of Z less than 2. So Z less than 2 meaning that when you try to draw this normal distribution curve, remember for standard normal distribution, the center point here is 0. So 2 is somewhere here. So the red color shaded region is actually the part that we want to find the probability. So how to get this probability? Just now I have told you that half of it is actually 0.5. So you know that on the left side, this area is actually 0.5. But what about the probability from 0 to 2? So we want to know this area from 0 to 2. So go to this normal distribution table. You will see for your first column here is actually the value of Z. So you have 0.0, 0.1 until so on. So I stop at 2.0 here because I want to know what is the probability of Z less than 2.0. Your first row here show the value of Z to the 2 decimal place. So let's say I want to know 2.0. So this is 2. I read from the first column, I find 2. And then I read here, I want 0.00. So this is the probability. So I have the probability of 0.4772. So this part is actually from the 0 to 2 here. So just now I have 0.5. Add up with this region 0.4772. So I have a total probability of 0.9772. So the red color region here has a probability of 0.9772. So the general procedure for finding normal probability. We will go through this step to find the probability for X in between A and B. First, we need to draw a normal curve for the problem in terms of X. So this is what you have to do just now. Draw this normal curve. Second, you need to translate the X value to Z value. So there are usually two types of question. The first type is you are given the X value, you need to convert to Z value so that you can read from the standard normal distribution table. The next section, we will learn that when you are given the Z value, how to find back this X value. So don't worry, now we go for the X value given, how to find the Z value. Third, you use the standard normal distribution table to read the probability value after you get your Z value. So let's look at an example. So in this scenario, you are asked to find the probability for Z in between 0 to 0.12. So straightforward, you can read this from your standard normal distribution table. Your standard normal distribution table show that this red colored region is 0.0478. So you know that you actually get the probability in between 0 to 0.12. Please ignore this 0.5478. Okay. Second part, if the question asks you to find the probability of Z in between negative 0.12, so this is negative 0.12 to 2. So this is the second possibility. Just now you were asked to find the Z value for the positive side. What about if you were asked to find the probability for the negative side? If you observe carefully, this is actually same to this one, because your normal distribution curve is symmetric. So if you want to find this, but your normal distribution table never give you the negative value, so you have to assume this is actually equals to this one. That's why you get the same value 0.0478. So whenever the question gives you a negative side, you have to turn them to the positive side so that you can read the value from your standard normal distribution table. The third possibility is you were asked to find the probability that Z less than 0.12. So Z less than 0.12, this is your 0.12. When we say less than 0.12, meaning that we want this red color region plus the blue color region here. Okay, so the blue color region, you know half of it is actually 0.5 probability. And then this red color region, just now the first question you already found it 0.0478. So you sum up these two parts, it will give you a total of 0.5478. So this is how you read the value if you were asked to find the probability of Z less than a positive number. The fourth possibility is when the question asks you probability of Z greater than 0.12. So probability Z greater than 0.12, when you draw the graph, this is actually the red color region you want to find. So how to get this area? Your normal distribution table cannot read this, but just now you already learned how to read the probability of Z less than 0.12. So you know you can find this blue color region. So blue color region from this part you already know is 0.5478. The whole total probability under the graph here is equals to 1. So you take 1 minus the blue color part, you will get your red color part equals to 0.4522. So I always encourage students to draw the curve and shaded the regions that you want to find. So if you do it this way, then you will never make mistake. Otherwise, you do know which region you are actually trying to find.